the moment you take responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you can change everything in your life. Because up until now, I believed all these limiting beliefs and the lies that I couldn't do so many things, and I can.
Hey Limitless Nation, today you're in for a real treat. Today, you get to learn directly from Jesse Ali. Jesse Ali is the creator of LimitlessAbs.com. He isn't a fitness guru, a doctor, or a scientist. He is just a regular guy who lived most of his life as a skinny, fat skeleton with a belly. He spent over 10 years being highly motivated, searching, shifting, and sorting countless ways to achieve the coveted six-pack abs, only to try, and fail again. Finally, he was able to distill the fluff and the advice from professionals and piece together a strange and highly unintuitive secret to six-pack abs that works by eating a special microwave pizza and by being one of the laziest people in the gym. In today's masterclass, you're going to learn directly from the master himself, Jesse Ali. Let's dive into it.
Before you dive into today's masterclass, I want to make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. It allows you to receive notification every single time we provide you with new video, new masterclass, new series on showing you how to live a limitless life. And if you want to go deeper on learning what you can do to live a limitless life from today's forward, make sure you download my new ebook for free called The Limitless Mindset at mylimitlessgift.com. It will show you exactly what you can do to live a limitless life from today's forward. Plus, I'm going to show you tips and secrets on what you can do on an ongoing basis. Now, let's dive into today's masterclass. All right, Jesse, why don't you tell the Limitless family something that I haven't mentioned about you yet to the Limitless family?
Okay, two really cool things are I found out how to get a six-pack with pizza. Microwave pizza, and it's a pizza that I actually made a recipe for, and I do it all in the microwave, so it's amazing. I also am the laziest person in the gym, but I'm one of the only people in the gym with a six-pack. Yeah.
So let me answer this. Like a lot of people say that, okay, Jesse, we need to have a proof. You said you have a six-pack. Can you show us a picture before and after?
Before and after. Okay, this is my before. In 2014, I quit my job and I started working online full-time, but it killed my sleep schedule and my health. So I actually fixed that. But so this is where I was in 2014.
Okay.
And now I've got this one.
Nice.
So put those before and after. I don't know which one's first. Yeah, okay. So that's the before and after.
We're going to talk about the backstory later on. So before we start anything else, the Limitless family always love to hear your quote, the mantra that you abide by. So Jesse, can you tell the Limitless family one quote or one mantra that you abide by?
Okay, so this quote's from Hal Elrod. He wrote the book, The Miracle Morning. And the quote is that the moment you take responsibility for everything in your life is the moment that you can change anything in your life.
Nice. I like that. The moment you take responsibility in your life is the moment you change your life. So can you tell us one incident that you abide by this quote itself?
Okay, so I had lived my life for a long time believing that it was impossible for me to get a six-pack. I actually read in a fitness magazine once that once you pass age 30, it's nearly impossible to get a six-pack. And I actually believed that. So I thought, oh, I can't. But then I realized it was a limiting belief and I needed to take responsibility for my ability to change my body. And when I took responsibility and realized it was my fault, not the magazine's fault and not my age's fault, I was able to instantly get that working and get my six-pack.
Okay. That's very normal because we have this kind of what we call the social conditioning that are happening over and over again, especially the media. The media is like pretty much a poison to the brain. And just like what I experienced in my life when I was early 30, and I was 238 pounds. I just couldn't believe that it's possible to even have the 4-pack abs. And what happened is, like I said, I decided in my mind, I said, you know what, screw all this magazine, forget about it. I'm just going to do whatever it takes. And you know, the funny thing is the first kickboxing class that I took, and I told, what is it called? The trainer. I said that, she asked me one question. Why do you want to take the kickboxing class? I said, I want to get a 4-pack abs. And then she looked at me. I could see a smirk in her face because I was that guy with all these big belly and I wanted to get a 4-pack abs. At that time, I said, you know, you can laugh whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me because I already made up in my mind that I'm going to do it. I'm just going to get it done. I'm just going to imprint that to my body. Like a few months later, she saw that I'm losing weight, like 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds. And she was like, wow, he meant what he said. That is a difference.
That is the difference. That is it.
That is a difference. That's it. Once you put it in your mind, that's it.
Yeah.
So, Jesse, let me ask you this. A lot of people, when they look at your picture before and after, this is easy for him to do it. Okay. Can you tell us a setback? I know that you mentioned that before. Can you tell us about the setback that you faced?
Okay. My worst time was in 2014. At this time, I basically, like I said, I quit my job and I was working online full time, and I was doing that for 3 years. Working until the sun came out and sleeping when the sun came out. That was my time to go to bed time, and I was eating snacks and sugary coffee all night long. So I ended up like this. Then I thought, okay, it's time to make a change, and I started working out. Started with once a week, and I slowly got up to 2 hours a day for 5 days a week. And yet, even though I was doing 2 hours a day for a very long time, and I was watching my calories, I still turned into basically a skeleton with a big belly. So I was like a skeleton with a belly. So even though I was working out 2 hours a day for probably a good 6 months, I still had my belly and I had nothing close to a 6-pack. So I didn't know what to do. And then I had some bodybuilding friends at the time, but I didn't want to listen to what they said because they looked like big monsters. And I didn't want to look like a big muscle monster. I wanted to be a slim guy with a 6-pack. I ended up listening to them a little bit, and I turned into a skeleton with a 4-pack. And that was this here. But you can see I didn't look healthy. My face was like a skeleton. So I still didn't have quite the right thing. But when I got here, I was pretty happy because I finally lost my belly. But that's when the really, really terrible thing happened. And that's when I was working out in the gym, and I tore my belly button. I felt a little tear, and then I got a hernia. And so I went to the hospital, and the doctor said I need surgery. And I said, can I work out after surgery? And he said, you're going to need at least a month off. And that was terrible to me because I was at the point working out all the time. That wasn't even the worst part. We did a pre-surgery MRI scan. And the next time I went into the doctor's office, the doctor sat me down. And he said, Jesse, the hernia is not the thing we need to worry about right now. And he said, you have a urachal cyst. And I had no idea what that was. And then he told me, you have a 25% chance of a very deadly cancer, which is urachal cancer. 25% of adults that have a urachal cyst have urachal cancer. And he said it was 25% chance that it was cancer. And it's pretty untreatable. Most everyone who gets it ends up dying within 5 years. At that point, I was seriously concerned about my life, and I had been trying to live healthy up until then. And he told me I would need, even if I didn't have cancer after the surgery, I would need 6 months without working out. And that's what happened. So luckily, I was one of the lucky 75% that didn't have urachal cancer. But after not being able to work out for 6 months, I turned back into this. This was in February of 2018. And that's when I was able to start working out again. So I started working out again, and I was starting to get some results when once again, I had a tear in my belly button and the hernia came back. And I'm not willing to have surgery again. It was so terrible. It was the worst experience of my life. So I still have the hernia. And so I can't do ab exercises now. And this was a really big aha moment for me because I could still get 6-pack abs when I can't really do ab exercises. I do a little bit. But I used to do endless ab exercises all the time. And so the big aha moment for me was I didn't need to do endless ab exercises. I didn't need to be on the treadmill for hours a day. That was life-changing for me.
I like what you mentioned about when you start listening to those people who actually bulky, get all this muscle, six pack and everything, things change for you.
Right.
Like a lot of time, here's a problem with most people. Okay, I want people to listen to this, especially with the limitless family. They feel that they don't need a mentor. They don't need someone to show them how to do it. Now, if I were to want to get a six pack abs, even though my aim is only 4-pack, and I would definitely have to listen to you because whatever you said is going to count for me. But most people, especially just guy, they have this kind of what I call the ego mindset.
Okay.
They don't want to listen to anybody. They feel like if I listen to this guy, I feel like, oh, I'm gonna lose my face, or I'm gonna lose my self-respect. For some reason, I felt that way. But I realized that the moment you listen to someone else that has the experience is the moment that you get the results. Which is something that you mentioned about, like when you start listening to that guy, you're starting to get the apps.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Yes.
Now, I wanna ask you this. I know you went through so much. What is that aha moment? Say that, you know what? I'm just gonna give my all. This is very important for the audience to listen to this.
That's interesting. The main aha moment for me was in 2014 when I decided to give my all. The problem is it didn't work. But at that time, I was working out 2 hours a day consistently. It was my main priority. I didn't ever miss my workouts. So for me, it was just feeling disgusting. And I just thought, this is not okay. Something has to change. My priority has to be my health. And that was the aha that got me on the right path to fitness. I was just doing it wrong.
Okay. So your aha moment is that, I got to fix this. This is not where you were. You want to get to this point, but you're still here. You're just kind of stuck in a way, in a mud, but you want to get here.
Right.
All right. Wow. That's very cool. So, Jesse, can you tell the Limitless audience, what are you working on right now? Hope you enjoyed the masterclass session so far. Before we get into the second half of the session itself, it is very crucial for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I really don't want you to miss out on another masterclass where I'm going to share with you what other expert celebrities, Fortune 5000 companies do to become successful and live a limitless life. So make sure you subscribe right now, and every single time we upload a new video, you will receive a notification bell. This allows you to enjoy the masterclass on the regular basis. So make sure you subscribe right now. Well, as you are ready, let's get into the second half of the masterclass session.
So right now, this is a new site of mine. It's limitlessabs.com. And at limitlessabs.com, this is the place where I'm going to take a person and figure out their goals. And we're going to take them to a 6-pack, a 4-pack, a 2-pack, or even an 8-pack. Whatever it is that they're looking for, I'm going to assess them. I'm going to look at their body fat percentage. I'm going to give them a 30-minute consultation, and they are going to be able to figure out exactly the plan that they need to be on to get to 6-pack abs.
Okay. So basically, you're going to assess them in a way with your consultation, like free consultation, where they're going to get from where they are now to where they want to go in terms of the physical appearance that what they want to have. Because to get for 6-pack abs is going to be really difficult. I think that just like what I did, I only have 4-pack. So it means that people have to get 2-pack first, 4-pack, and then 6-pack and 8-pack. All right.
Yes,
that's pretty
exactly.
cool. That's
yes.
very, very cool. So can you tell the Limitless family what was the best advice you have ever received in your life?
Wow. The best advice I ever received in my life. I think never give up.
Never give up, never surrender.
Never give up, that quote is really everything to me, which is the moment you take responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you can change everything in your life. Because up until now, I believed all these limiting beliefs and the lies that I couldn't do so many things, and I can.
I remember I went to a church at a time. There was a sermon which I walked out later on. I got so upset because he told all the attendees saying that we all have limitation and we all have the limit on what we can do or we cannot do. I said, stop that crap. I immediately walk out, never look back. This is a church I will never go to because that pastor taught the wrong thing in life. Because you
Mm,
should never tell audience, especially they were kids, they have limitation. But when they
mm.
start to think that they have limitation, they can never grow in terms of many things in their life.
Yeah, and I think even in the Bible it says all things are possible through Christ, something like that.
Exactly. So I was just thinking, like, why did he teach this kind of stuff? I was in California. Of course, I'm not going to name on which church it was, but I was
No, no,
so
right.
upset with the fact that he shared a sermon in front of all the young generation teaching that.
Yeah.
So can you share one personal habit that
Um,
attribute to your success?
the habit for me is by 100% is waking up earlier in the day. That's
Mhm.
when I go to the gym, and that has changed my life.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every day,
And then,
Saturday, Sunday.
okay, and then what time do you go to sleep?
I usually go to sleep around 10 p.m.
Oh, I wake up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, but I slept around 10:30, maximum 11 a.m., 11 p.m. at night.
Ah, oh, you wake up to 4:30?
Yeah, 4:30 in the morning.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't always get to bed by 10. I try to get to bed by 10,
Yeah.
but yeah.
By 10 o'clock, I will usually kind of winding down a little bit,
Mhm.
but sometimes I'm trying to push myself to 11 p.m. to go to bed, but it was so hard.
Mm,
10:45, I have to like immediately like just knock out because I just figure out one thing is, let's say if you sleep at 5 a.m. in the morning, you're
mhm.
going to end up waking up at 2 p.m.
Right?
Yeah, because your body going to get more tired than before. But when
Yep.
you why not get a sleep done first?
Mhm.
Just look at it as a regular schedule instead of like a thinking of like, oh, I don't want to go to sleep until I get things done. Why don't you just
Right.
get that part of your task done first, which is sleeping first? That's how
Right.
I trying to retrain my brain. So
Right.
let
Right.
me ask you this: do you have one resource that you want to share with the Limitless family?
Sure. If you want to lose weight, one thing is losing weight and losing fat are two big different things, and people confuse them all the time. I didn't lose almost any weight when I got my six pack. I just lost my fat and
Okay.
gained some muscle. But I want to share an app called MyFitnessPal, and this is an app that is really good at
Mhm.
helping me lose weight. So when I want to lose
Okay.
weight, I use this app. So I think it's a great app, as well as my favorite journal, which is the Morning Sidekick Journal, and this is what got me waking up at 4:30 in the morning when I first
I
started using. This is my third one. I just keep going through them. Well, love this journal.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your resource. What book will you recommend to the Limitless family?
Recommend The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, which is
Yeah.
another book about waking up early. Yeah.
Waking up early. Before I ask you the last question, I want to ask you this. What is the difference between waking up early and waking up late? What is the difference in your
Uh,
perspective? I'm not talking about like some people they say like, oh, you're Henry, you are 5 a.m. club, you're 4:30 a.m. club, 4 a.m. club. But I want to ask you as somebody who has been doing that for a while now.
mhm.
What is the
I
difference?
I own the world in the morning.
Okay.
There's nobody else. I can go to the park and I'm the only one there. I can do anything. I can see the sunrise. It's all mine. And I get the best part of the day and everyone else is just sleeping. And I just feel so happy when I go outside in the morning, regardless of if it's hot or freezing. It's just amazing to see the sunrise. It's amazing to own the whole town. And I walk to the gym every morning and I'm just loving life. So for me, it's my special time. No one bothers me. I can get work done and no one's in my way. No one's contacting me, sending me notifications, distracting me. So it's 100% my time. It's the most productive time, even though I live my whole life as a night person.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that because I found out years ago that when you wake up earlier, by the end of 12 p.m., when everybody is working in the afternoon, I pretty much already get everything done. And then by 12, they look at me like, oh, this guy must be a lazy guy. But in reality, it's the reverse way. It's like
Yep.
I'm trying to be lazy by waking up earlier and then get things done first by 12 p.m. and then enjoy my time, the rest of my time doing something else that I need to do and I want to do. So if you were to start all over again, probably if you were in the darkest moment of your life, what will you do differently to live a limitless life?
I would listen to the people that have what I want. Just like I kept ignoring the big muscle guys.
Mhm.
I would take my time and I would ask them, how do I get a six pack? And I would have taken their advice and made the change. So for me, it's definitely stop trying to do it all by myself.
I agree with you completely. I like what you said about pretty much what you mentioned is finding a mentor, finding someone that is
Yes.
capable, more capable than you do in terms of what the experience that they have, right? All right.
Right.
Thank you so much for your time. So for all the Limitless family, if you want to reach out, you want to get into your goal, you want to get the 2-pack, 4-pack, 6-pack, or 8-pack abs, you got to go to the limitlessabs.com. All right. limitlessapps.com. Thank you so much, Jesse. Take care now, guys.
Thanks, Henry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was intense. Okay, well, that's a wrap. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button subscribe. Okay, and if you want to go deeper on learning how to have a limitless mindset, make sure you download my new ebook, The Limitless Mindset, for free at mylimitlessgift.com. It will show you how you can live a limitless life from today's forward. Plus, I'm going to share with you tips and secrets on what you can do on an ongoing basis. Until then, stay limitless forever.